The people, our good buddy Jason Gray.
I told you. Who's your favorite band? What do you think about me? I'm just kidding. Me too. I love these guys. They're so great. I was just playing. I like to pretend that I'm insecure because I'm not insecure. Do you guys think I'm insecure? I do love those guys. I love everybody I get to be out on the road with. In fact, let's hear it again for Carrollton. And also, let's hear it for Ryan and Jeremy doing the sound in the back, and Spencer doing about 100 billion things. Thanks, you guys. Hardest working guys on the tour. Grateful I get to be with them. But enough about them. Let's talk about me. Because I want to play you a song about pain. And I know you guys are like, yes! I've been waiting all night for songs about pain. Yes. Please, pain. So on my newest record, I wanted to write some songs about joy, but I wanted to write some honest songs about pain too. I feel, if you refuse to feel the depths of your pain, you won't ever feel the heights of joy either, So, yeah. One person said, yeah, pain. We don't know how to value pain very well. I don't think, at least I don't. I haven't. We usually just work hard at avoiding it. And we're embarrassed by our own pain. Like when you are speaking to me and your heart is breaking, if we're in a conversation, you're speaking, your heart is breaking, you begin to cry, what's the first words out of your mouth after you start crying? I'm sorry, right? We say that all the time. I do that all the time. Whenever a person tells me that, I always want to be like, no, don't apologize. Instead, let me say thank you. Thank you for trusting me enough to cry in front of me. Thank you for allowing me into such an intimate and holy place in your life. Because I believe that pain is holy ground in a person's life, I believe it's holy ground. Because I believe that very often pain is what God uses to heal us. I believe that God uses pain to heal us. Because when our heart is breaking open, things kind of rise to the surface where He can kind of get at them, But we're embarrassed by our own pain. We don't always do very well with other people's pain either. There's the story of Job in the Bible, right? Who goes through hell, loses everything. And then his friends come over to comfort him, and they just make it worse by trying to explain to him, why all these things happened, or by throwing scripture at him, or offering him unasked for advice, or unasked for encouragement. They just can't stop talking for 40 chapters. They just can't stop talking. And have you ever had that happen, where your heart's breaking and you share it with somebody and you feel like they just can't stop talking, and they offer you advice you didn't ask for and all that? Even good things. Like, have you ever had that happen? Let me ask you this. How many of you have ever done that to somebody else? I have. But I'm getting better. By God's grace, I'm getting better about that. Because I recognize how lonely it is to have that happen to you, to share your pain and then feel like people want to fix it, they just want to talk. And sometimes you just need somebody to sit with you, right? I think sometimes one of the kindest things we can do is to give a person permission, to just be good and sad if that's what they need. And I think that'll actually help them get to healing faster, I had a friend do that for me in a remarkable way about 4 years ago. It was one of the most healing moments of my life. I was on the road with my friend Andy. And we were hanging out in the back lounge of the tour bus, and my heart was breaking, and it kind of overflowed into our conversation. And I told him about some of what was going on in my life. And then I kind of braced myself for him to try to offer me answers or scripture or advice. And he didn't do it. Thank God he didn't do that. Instead, what he did is my friend Andy, he stood up. He said, okay, here's what we're going to do, Jason. I want you to stand up with me. I want you to stand up with me, and I'm going to hug you, and I'm going to hold you, and you have to let me for 2 minutes. And he says, and I'm taking off my watch, I'm going to time it so you aren't going anywhere, he says. And I'm like, okay, I just feel kind of dumb, it feels awkward. I mean, because I'm all about male bonding. I've seen Band of Brothers and the Shawshank Redemption, so I get it, but 2 minutes is a long time to hug another dude in the back lounge of a tour bus, So, but I stand up, and here's what you need to know about Andy too, is he's not like a touchy-feely, artsy type. He's the guy who hunts deer and then rips their heart out and wipes the blood on his face, and then he writes a song about that. So anyway, I was like, whoa, I took a violent turn there. I'm sorry about that. But I say that so when a guy like Andy hugs you, it means something, okay? So I stand up. My friend Andy, he hugs me, and he's holding me, and I'm just kind of laughing because I don't know what else to do. And I'm laughing until I start crying. And then I start ugly crying. And then I just kind of feel like I lost all my strength. I just kind of hung there, held up in the arms of my friend, who didn't say a word, right? But what he was saying was so clear. He was saying, you are loved and you are not alone. But he didn't say a word. I believe that pain is holy ground, and sometimes in the presence of holiness, it's best to just be quiet. This is a song about that. You can see the smoke from a mile away. Trouble always draws a crowd. They want to tell me that it'll be okay. That's not what I need right now. Not while my house is burning down. I know someday, I know somehow I'll be okay, but not right now, not right now. Tell me the hope that you know is true ever feels like a lie even from a friend, when the words are sold in an open wound and they just can't seem to understand that you haven't even stopped the bleeding yet. I know someday, I know someday I'll be okay, but not right now, not but not right now. So while I wait for the smoke to clear, you don't even have to speak. Just sit with me in the ashes here, and in silence we can pray for peace. To the one acquainted with our grief, I know someday, I know somehow I'll be